Howdy do, fella kids. It is the professional Dillweed here, and welcome back to another video. And today I'm doing a first ride on the Triumph Speed Twin. This is actually the first time I've ridden a Triumph. Well, ridden a Triumph. I say that because I have a Triumph at home, and well, it's probably not what you're thinking. Yeah, it's this ugly thing, but. With that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the looks. I actually quite dig the looks. A lot of these old motorcycle companies, they're really starting to go for the old retro look, and you can't go wrong with the old retro look. And this thing is no exception. I really like the way this looks, and they gave it some really good quality materials. Like, you got brushed aluminum just about everywhere, like back here, over here, and up here. Just the build quality of these is just on point, as all those kids say these days. Do they still say that? I don't know. But I'm sure you have already been able to tell this one is used just because of the minor modifications they've done to it. Like this headlight. And they put a Corbin seat on it. And I know those aren't cheap because, well, I have one of these on my Z125. And I would say, like, this silver piping, it really goes well with the bike, and it's pretty cool. But getting this Corbin seat kind of eliminates how you can transport passengers, because you do have here your bitch pegs. I don't know. I feel like if I sat back there, I'd be doing nothing but bitching. All right, and with all that out of the way, let's hop on this thing, and let's get her cranked up. And similar to Suzuki, even though you can see right up here it is in neutral, it ain't gonna start till you pull in that clutch. Alright, let's get going. The clutch actually feels really good. Oh man. I feel bad for your small pee-pee, my guy. Alright. Oh man, this thing sounds great. People are gonna be like, oh, well, it just sounds like a Harley. Well, yes. Well, yes and no. Oh yeah, this thing's definitely got some oomph. Oh yeah, that just semi-orgasmic. And I don't know, something about having analog gauges, it's so cool. It makes you feel like you're actually riding something that's vintage. But as far as specs go, this has a 1200cc Bonneville engine that cranks out 96 horsepower. Hey, there's my fella with the small pee-pee. But man, the previous owner only rode this for just a little over 1,100 miles and just goes, nope, don't want it. But sitting here in traffic, I'm definitely getting a large output of heat from this engine. It's putting out a whole lot of it. But I mean, that's to be expected. But in this fall-ish weather, it kind of feels good. It feels like Feels like you got a heated seat. Dang, it sounds so good. What they say online is that this has a top speed of, well, just around 120 miles an hour, which, well, of course, sometimes online is false, and they say it's lower than it actually is, because whenever I rode the Gixxer 1000R, for whatever reason, it said that the top speed was like 161, but when in reality it was like 189. I don't know, I think that was to cover Suzuki's ass of how fast it actually was. But at the same time, I don't know a whole lot about knowing things. It kind of sucks that there's this much traffic out here on the old interstate today. And hey, look, there's one of those Priuses, one of those 1.5 liter 3-cylinder hybrids. That's a Prius, right? It's a joke, guys. Stop crying. Let's see if I can catch up to him. The old Jag kind of got in the way. You know, I kind of have to give him a flyby to assert my dominance. It's kind of required, which is crazy because he only has one more cylinder than this does. Oh, he kind of got behind me, and he's been left in the dust. I know he could probably wallop me if he really tried. This little windscreen thing, it's not doing too much as far as wind protection goes, but it's, I mean, if you get down low enough, it might help. I was kind of riding the struggle bus to try to find that old turn signal. It was higher up than I was anticipating. The horn is a little bit more accessible, and that's kind of sad sounding. Rev matching is easy, and it sounds orgasmic. Maybe a little bit of a rip right here. Oh man. Oh, I want. Oh, but it sounds so good. Please don't make a drinking game out of every single time I say it sounds so good, because I don't need you guys dying of alcohol poisoning. I just feel like this is one of those bikes that you can have fun on, either just cruising around or up in the mountains. It's a trike. Trikes aren't bikes. I wave to him anyway, because I'm a nice person. But this is so comfortable to ride. and it's fun. And even though right now I'm just cruising along, I'm doing about 55 miles an hour. I'm not doing anything too exciting, but it makes a good cruiser. At least I think so. Does this guy think I'm worthy of the wave? No, but it was another Goldwing rider, and obviously they're above everybody else. Let's give it a little bit of a ripperoni, eh? I didn't even see how fast that was. I think it was like 100. I mean, legal speeds. 100 kilometers an hour. That's what I mean. I feel like this is a really good all-around bike. Like, it feels good. It sounds good. It looks good. It checks all of my boxes. And, well, obviously, most importantly, it's fun. I probably shouldn't be getting just too terribly crazy, because you know, Canton police, they lurk just behind every nook and cranny, and they'll come out of nowhere. I speak from personal experience. Oh, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Oh, but it sounds so good. And you got some a little bit of snap crackle pop action going on. Yeah, I feel like I would get bad gas mileage if this was my bike, just because I just go around ripping everywhere and everywhere. Let's see, this is currently getting 53.4 miles to the gallon average, which I guess isn't too bad. I mean, you can commute in traffic pretty easily. It's subtle. You're not going to blow everyone's eardrums out. And overall, it's just a pretty comfortable bike just to ride around on. And I'm pretty upset that my ride is almost over. And I always kind of had a hard time trying to find that old kickstand. At least the first couple times that I went to go put it down. Hold on. I noticed something whenever I pulled in. That's how close I am to losing my shit. But overall, I actually quite enjoyed this bike. I enjoyed it more than I was anticipating, actually. But if you guys have any suggestions as to what you want to see me ride next, be sure you leave a comment below and I will try my best to get my hands on one. Alright, and so with that being said, that is when we're going to start wrapping up today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure you show some support by dropping a like. If you're new around here, consider hitting that subscribe button. And most importantly, be sure you hit that booty. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.